Hello guys, the Autist here. I have today something special for you, and it's an iPhone 6 from a friend with an activation lock. So I thought for years that cracking this thing would never be possible. I mean, not the iPhone itself, I mean the activation lock. But today, thanks to Phone Repair Guru, I will link him in the description, and also the tools I will use today. I will actually re-upload them because the original upload was pretty tough to get downloaded because of some spam shit and whatnot. So, in order to proceed, we have firstly to jailbreak it. As you can currently see, it's not jailbroken. It's also not activated. Apple ID log unknown, iCloud not a number. Whatever. Warranty was expired. Who cares? We expected it. That was what I wanted to say. So what we have to do, as you can see, I've already opened 3 tools, but that come later in handy. What we also need is quick time passing thing, whatever, is this tool. My old hard drive is struggling. The FRP file AIO all in one with v2.8.6. Holy shit. It's registered. I can show you later how to make it for free. You don't have to sign in or anything. Just copy the serial number and put it on the website and such things. This device has not been jailbreaked. That's the thing. That's what we have to do first. So what we have to download is, firstly, let's get me out of here, is Checkrain. I have already made a USB stick because I already did cracked this activation lock, but I rewrote everything just to make this tutorial. So what we have to do is to go to check rain with an 1 instead of I, not a Q, and 1. Thanks. Then go to this website right here. And there we go. We have to go to latest release and download this one. I also just turn this one extension here off. Doesn't matter for you. Wait a second. I'm a little bit confused because we have to use an ISO image. Wait a second. I don't know. I'm pretty prepared right now. Well, let's just do it otherwise. Forget what I said before. We have to go to free tools. Go to. I'm really good prepared. There we go. You have to go to jailbreak. While the iPhone is plugged in, as you can see, it's already detected, and here we have to use USB jailbreak and then check well, I will put you the link in the description to the ISO image. Anyway, what we also need is Balena Etcher. There we go. Download it for your OS. I made it previously on Fedora Linux, but it will also work on Windows, of course. Windows, macOS, Linux, all that sort of stuff. After you download that, you have to open it, select the image, the ISO image, wherever you put it in, select the USB stick and start flashing. But running, everything will be erased. So from Windows, we have an easy trick. Go here and hold Shift and left click. And yes, I'm from Germany. Yes, you can probably tell. Wait a few seconds. My hard drive is really happy. And why the hell had Steam opened? I remember. I just figured out that I can pause the video recording on my phone. Windows is currently preparing itself. Don't shut down the computer. That should be normally not be shown on the screen, or it should be come on and then go away very fast. But again, I have a stinking old hard drive. This good boy is 12 years old, but it has decent specs. So yeah, we have to wait. Meanwhile, here's a picture from Tom and Jerry. Just leaked myself, lol. Finally, here we go. So we have to use the option of a system or anderes Betriebssystem in German. And why the hell is my USB stick not here? Why? Because I'm dumb. You have to choose a device. Sorry. And use the USB stick. Yep. I don't want to be seen. So, it's restarting. Both iPhones reacted. Because both are currently plugged in. Anyways. I just unplugged my iPhone 4 because we don't want to jailbreak it because it's already jailbroken. So now we are in here. Enough talking shit. We have to use the first option and wait for it to boot. This will take quite a while. Maybe. Depends on how fast your USB drive is. Also funny, it's powered by Void. I mean, how can nothing power this? So, a problem that occurs is that this line appears and nothing happens. So what I recommend to do is press enter. Now we have the login. And what we have to type in is NN. Just NN or root, whatever. I try root. I never tried it before, but whatever. Now we have to type in the password, and that is void. When I can type it correctly, void Linux, and press enter. We are in. Now I just type in sudo check array with a 1 instead of an I, and press enter. Here we have just to hit start, then next, always with enter, and the iPhone, if I zoom currently out, should be in recovery mode. Nice. Now we have to hit start and go into the DFU mode. Well, the iPhone makes some weird things currently, but I hope that this works. We have just simply follow the instruction which are there. Nice. I did it. So all we gotta do is now wait. I think I'll show better this because it's more interesting instead of the laptop. No, never mind. It says booting and all done. Alright, you can hit done. You can choose with the arrow keys and enter quit. And there we go. We just type in sudo reboot now. And I will just boot back into Windows 10. And by the way, this will take a while because, yeah, you know, my HDD. And also, by the way, the iPhone is back on. You can literally tell nothing that anything happened here. I'm still on with the activation log. As you can see, I don't know which email address this is, but whatever. Once the Windows 10 is running, probably we can go to the next step. While Windows 10 is currently doing updates, you never saw that, we can quickly talk about the problems which occurs with this bypass. One big thing is that you should never reboot your phone after doing it. Yes, it's good because of clearing cache and such things. I think most of the users doesn't even care about that. But if you reboot, then you are back on the screen with the activation log, which is, as you can imagine, not great. Another thing is which I found out is that you can't sign in with your own Apple ID. I tried it. It says there's a problem with communicating with the Apple servers. That also doesn't work. I can go to the App Store and look around, but it doesn't function to sign in. So yeah, that's also a problem. And I think I have to go to the bathroom. Anyway, another problem which I does not tested yet, but I heard about it, is that you cannot use your SIM card, because if you put your SIM card in, it will not be able to pick up any signal. I didn't try it yet, but it's what I heard. Windows is still loading. Nice. But what you can do is, after you successfully bypass that, I will show you how to do that, is install AppSync Unified of the current repo, but you have to manually add to Cydia, which you then can install once it's bypassed, and sideload apps from free utils. So I now go to File Explorer, which can take a moment. Then after a little while I can go to Downloads, back to the folder, and open it. While that's loading, one big notice: you are not supposed to be on this screen, you're supposed to be on this screen. So now we are in here. True, there was something, I show you it later until the HD lamp doesn't shine all the ways. We have to go to bypass hello screen. Again, it's important that you're on the screen. As you can see, the iPhone does a respring at least one time, so now it's on the screen and you have to leave it like that. Meanwhile, I clicked on this link. Firefox is currently loading. It's going to activate the device. By the way, that's the first time that I done it, that I bypassed such things. It's doing not another respring. Never mind. It just went off. And by the way, while it's doing that thing, I just move it in the corner. If you have clicked on this link, you're going to the browser and click on the first link. Then you have to go to this link. It did another respring the iPhone. Yeah, I can see that here standing 2.5 and we are in 2.8.6, but it still works anyway. Now we go in here, click on the serial number. It said it's copied, so we can go in here, paste it, and after that timeout, we can click on submit. I just do it for showcase. And you can see congratulations, add success. Now we can close it. We have to restart it and so that they are standing registered. If it's not standing there, just try it anyway. It take a while until there's to be seen that it's registered. But here, as you can see, it did work. No, I don't want to see that. So another problem, which I can see, is that, yeah, it's hanging. This is another problem that I caught, but there's also an easy fix. We don't need you anymore. Please go away. We have just go to free tools. I never talked so much in one row. So now we are on free tools. Holy shit. The iPhone's still loading, but it will not work at all. You have to sign into Apple ID. That can you do when you go to settings and bind Apple ID. But I don't go on this because of privacy. So that but then you have to sign into Apple ID once you're going to there. That's important because now you can go to batch activation, select all, your iPhone has to be connected, and press start. Now it's saying skipping setup and here we go. 3 times is a charm or what. So once we are in here, we go to checkra and go to Cydia. Install Cydia. Meanwhile, I close this. So we have to wait a little bit. Meanwhile, I want to replug it because it doesn't say that it's charging. So Cydia installed. Does anyone know how to pronounce this right? Anyway, never mind. We have to go to Safari and search for current repo. This is just so that you can install apps from your PC. If you don't need this, you can skip this step, but there will not be another step. Anyway, we have to go to the first link and go to main repo. Open, ignore, install. One other thing to say is a reboot is bad because then you're back on the activation lock screen, but a respring is totally fine. So we have to search for app sync, there we go, app sync unified, and install. I just go to continue querying because I want to install the upgrades here and confirm. Holy shit, is it warm? Crazy. I mean, the room temperature is warm. So as you can see, restart Springboard. I just want to do that. And here we go again. So there's nothing on the phone. I just want to replug it just in case. And what we now can do is go to the internet, download some IPA files, then go to apps, import install IPA, and I have many IPAs, but most of them are 32 bits and this device is 64 bit, so most of them will not work. But let's just try Minecraft. Why not? Nope, 32 bits are not supported. Nice. Then I just try this. Well, wait a second. I have many more IPAs. Some of them have to work. Yeah, I know it's a bunch of IPs that I have. So it's transmitting, kicks the body, and I hope that this is supported. But anyway, that's how you can install apps. But just make sure it's supported for your iOS version, and if the device is 64-bit, then 32-bit apps are not supported, just like Android. I mean, instead of Android, Android supports actually 32 bits, even if it's 64-bit. And yeah, as you can see, Kicks the Body just popped up. Or whatever knockoff that is.
Hey, I'm Buddy Man. I'm here to save you from boredom.
The fuck, Game Center? No. Apple ID will not work, I know that. Yes, you can see. Bloons Tower Defense I have also installed right now, but some apps are not completely correct, so they want to have an Apple ID. You just have to make sure you are finding correct apps. Geometry Dash will also not work because it's also not correctly correct. But here, but hey, at least something. But remember, do not reboot the phone and do not let it die from low battery, because that causes it to be locked again. So, thanks for watching, guys. I put the links in the description for everything you need. And bye bye. See you next time.